What's up, everybody? And welcome to Tell It How It Is. No filter. I am your host, Voice of Reason, aka How You Stop Him, aka Unstoppable Hush, aka No Noise. And this is episode 157. What's going on? It's been quiet. Like, when I say that don't mean there's nothing going on. It's just like, it's just all the same shit, you know. How much can I report and say and discuss the same things going on? COVID this, and the president that, and the new mayor of New York trying to crack down on gang violence and violence in general. I mean, it's all the same story. Is there any results, really? You know, no more NFL. Baseball is approaching as far as preseason. All we got is NBA. And that's pretty quiet since the All-Star weekend. You know, the regular shit is going on. You know, the trade, obviously, Harden to Pennsylvania. Harden to Philly. You know, Embiid seems happy on that thus far. You know, he made a comment that, you know, he's never been this wide open. So that's working out. He's happy. I don't know where Philly's going to end up. They're in the playoffs. I got them in the playoffs for sure. Maybe second round, possible conference finals. Milwaukee's a talk for sure. Miami's showing first. They did go to the finals within the last 3 years. So they are showing some signs of life, but I don't really know how far that's going to carry. And Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Like, again, with all of them healthy, with everyone healthy, if New York lifts the mandate of the vaccination where Kyrie can play away and home, you don't want to see them. I'm just saying. I don't know how far they're going to go either, because you always got to talk about health. Is everyone healthy at the same time to gel the right way? So we'll see how that carries. I don't want to act like Chicago's not in the talks or Cleveland. You know, they haven't been a playoff type of team in a long time, you know, since the LeBron days, since that chip they did win. They are looking amazing, no doubt. I don't know, though. That adjustment, you know, it's a young team. I don't know where they're going to go. But they are in the talks. You got to talk about the people who are relevant now. Even if they take a decline, God forbid, or whatever. What's popping now is Cleveland is hot, Chicago, Miami, even if I don't know the exact order. Boston is on a tear. They have like a really good winning streak now where they started off like they weren't going to be a conversation at all. But the Celtics are in there. I want to say Charlotte a little bit, but I can't really go to, you know what I mean? So that's the east side of things. You know, the west, you know, it's just the usual suspects for the most part. Phoenix, Golden State, Clippers, Memphis, Utah, Dallas. Go Luka. And the rest can be ironed out. But it's sad because of the Lakers situation. But again, there's enough games left for them to get into the play-in tournament. Or even a possible spot. But that's going to be a Cinderella story for real, because they are going to have to grind. And health is their issue as well. Brooklyn and Lakers are the freaking health fucking issues for, like, you know, like health just don't, and them are not on the same side. Health is an issue for these people. And it's sad because the talent is there. But the injuries is just too much. So whatever with that. How far along is Rihanna? How pregnant is she now? I have no clue. Kanye, Donda 2. And women, I'm just, this is not even a topic. This is just a freestyle for real. Cut the shit. I see all these memes about if you're not obsessed with me like Kanye is with Kim, you don't want them. You don't want that smoke. Stop lying. Stop lying, because there's niggas worse than Kanye that you know, that you dealt with before. Cut the crap. Talking about that's the type of shit you want. Nigga move across the street from you and shit. Nigga, y'all don't want that smoke. You see, the issue is, I'm sorry, this may come back to bite me because I want women audience as well as men. There's no sexist here. Like, I don't have a preference of who I'd rather have as listeners or viewers. But women, cut the crap. Y'all are more like that than a nigga could ever be. If y'all get there. If y'all really, like, bug the fuck out sometimes. But I love you all still, no doubt. Do you. But cut the crap with those memes. Another meme is, I said it already though. I said it already, so never mind. That was just funny for me. So anyway, he has Donda 2 coming. Conway dropped the joint, God Don't Make Mistakes. That title is interesting. Do God make mistakes? That could be a conversation by itself. I still find the title interesting. And it could be argued that that's a true statement. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. And I have to go back and listen again, but I did hear it. And I do dig it. I do dig it. It's not enough times you can talk about a tragedy that happens to you. You know, so I didn't have a tragedy like Conway. If you don't know, he was shot multiple times in his face, head, neck. It was really ugly, you know, similar to like the 50 situation. So I don't think there's enough you can talk about that because that's some tragic shit. Are you mentioning it in every song? No. But anytime you want to reference that, I'm all for it because I too, not a situation like that of that magnitude, have been there in the surgical hospital ICU type situation where I can understand how that will leave a permanent mental mark. So you can mention that shit if you're an artist as much as you friggin' want to. So I think the first song off his joint I listened to, he did mention that. And it's cool. And just to be clear, Griselda, I don't know if they get enough praise, enough props, but for old hip hop heads like myself, and I'm admitting it, well, I ain't old, in the middle, whatever, but I ain't young. I mean, like these youngins. So that's the fucking hip hop and rap that I want to hear. So Griselda, you know, Benny, Conway, Westside, whoever else they got under their camp with them, I've been really addicted to that type of music as of late. And it's really what's up, man. That's the type of shit right there. It's motivating too for people who do the damn thing and still believe in bars, not just this candy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of respect. I already talked on it as well. I respect the little Nicki run. You know, that's cute. You know, female artist is very vital to the game, to this whole shit. So go ahead, girl. I give a shout out this Lady London, female, Lady London. I don't have too much on her bio, but she got a little wordplay. She talking a little something. I gotta give a shout out for that, no doubt. You know, and no taking no way. You know, again, I'm in the Griselda high right now, but yeah, Lady London, that's definitely something. Let's see what happens with that with her. All other ones on the come up trying to do your thing. Listen. Anything you grind for and work hard for and you really put your all in, you know, I salute you. You know, it's the grind. It's the respect that you're willing to do the 24/7. Stay up. Don't sleep. You know, consistency. You know, I respect these habits, even if I'm not praising your actual work. And it can be, the same can be said about me. You know what I mean? No one's exempt. So I know that I'm consistent. I know that I don't stop. So I just, you know, if I get it, I get it. The respect of that again, even if the work is not praised as much, I mean, the actual product is not praised as much as the work, because that goes for a lot of shit. Food, clothing. It kind of sells itself because of the work put in. Do we really love it though? You know, Polo is dope. Ralph Lauren told, yo, dope. But do they still put work in, or is it kind of just sell itself? Ask yourself that. Food wise, the Chick-fil-A's and the Shake Shacks and the, you know, whatever you deem on those type of levels when it comes to product, food. Do it kind of sell itself? Do they still put the work in? You know what I mean? So that's a good food for thought, literally, for you to check into, tap into, and see how you can compare that to your grind and your hustle, whatever you got as a product that you're trying to put out there. So no doubt about that. It's a quiet week. It's a quiet week. Am I selling apparel? You know, I know you noticing this Voice of Reason joint. Let me come up a little closer for you. Holla at me, you know what I'm saying? Probably could get you that. Again, all my platforms, you know, on IG, it's How You Stop Them. One word with the U. Don't say Y-O-U, just the U. How You Stop Them. On Facebook, it's Born Gregory, BORNN space GREGORY. Believe my TikTok is No Noise 418. My Snapchat should be Hush476. Same as my Twitter. And you know, that's a big promotion right now. This also goes on Anchor. Shout out to Anchor and Spotify for the audio part of things. I'm just gonna keep going. New Music Fridays is on YouTube at MRHush476. So every week, music is put out by yours truly. The LP is approaching. It's mid-April of 2022. And that'll be on all platforms as well. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, etc. The channel for this current situation is Voice of Reason NF. You know what I mean? My other joint is Saucy and Hush on the Couch. That's a YouTube channel as well. So I'm just taking a moment to give myself flowers with all of this work I put in. Because again, it's the grind. You want a solid product. You want it to be number one. You strive for the best, especially with all the work and consistency. You would hope to get that number one slot. But if you don't, because it's a very critiquish world, and you know, it's hypocritical and critiquish, because there could be people that are successful that their background story, their personal life is not the cleanest, yet their product still sells. Can we go back to the alleged racisms of Timberland, Under Armour? Who else? We know the rest, right? We know some of the names. Those things, their products still sell. We still wear Timbs. I wear Timbs. You can criticize me. You know what I mean? So some shit, what? Didn't there time a Jordan say he makes it that the price of the Jordan so high because he know black people? Like, there's so much controversy between person who creates a product and the success of the product. So it really don't matter. It just hits or it don't. So you don't have to have the cleanest reputation to get your product off. Clearly. Once it pops though, because it's convenient that all of these, I don't know the dates and the set times of when this information was found out, but I'm pretty sure their product was already popping. So it's kind of hard when the water is flowing to stop it when you hear shit after the fact. If they really wanted to blackball a product, the Jordans, the Timbs, that should have been broadcasted weeks before that shit was ever released. And then we would see how successful the product would be. But people are force of habit. So once they was into the shit and they like it, boom, that shit gonna keep selling. It will never stop selling. I don't care what you say about the person who made the Jordans. I don't care what you say about who made Timberlands. Kanye's fucking nuts, but Yeezys sell out the roof. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. Shit, I salute that shit. I actually love the fact that your reputation can be shit and a motherfucker still sell out. But it's spooky to say, is that what you need? Is that what it takes? You can't be polished because then your product may not move. It's controversy what the world really loves, really draws to. Is that the wave? Have some shit with your shit. Be a fuck up. Be a headache. Be annoying. Whatever else. Make comments that's crazy and your shit'll sell out. Ain't that a motherfucker? I don't think everybody can use that strategy though. So I wouldn't advise it. But it is interesting what it does. Clearly. A whole fact. Yeah. That's just bugged out right there. Shit is amazing. Alright, so let's get into it. I want to shout out my man Quan the Don. You can follow him on his IG. I believe that's it. Quan, Quandadon. He hits me up all the time with subject matters and all of that. The other one, he gave me more. I'm going to put on the other platform. You'll see. But for today, his topic. When an ex constantly, consistently likes your significant other's pics, photos, videos. This is obviously a social media thing. And I don't know when I spoke on it, who follows me to the T to know when I spoke on this, but social media should be the least effective thing in your relationship. Meaning, anything that happens there shouldn't determine your relationship, shouldn't affect it, none of that. Social media is supposed to be entertainment purposes only, not actual factual life shit. But not to down talk the topic. Boom. If it's an ex, I mean, I'm too surgical, so I'm gonna dissect this shit so many ways. Cause it's like, are you looking that much to even know? How would you even know that's happening? It could be a humbling way, like you're just, on your news feed and your significant other's post or whatever pops up, so you go to like it, you know what I'm saying, and show it love, and you just see the same name. I get it. That could be the humbling way of finding that out. So to me, and the question set by Quan is that spiteful or flirtatious? Whatever it is, I don't think it should be given energy to. So let them be great. So if they're liking everything, because he left it at likes only. Now comments are different. And even in that aspect, I don't know, man. I think it's a maturity level. This is when you get to a certain part in your life where these shits don't matter, man. It really don't. It's something to keep a note of, maybe, as far as the other person, not your significant other, how the ex is. And if anything, it may boost the value of your significant other, because whether they're being spiteful or flirtatious, that means your fucking significant other is relevant than a motherfucker to the ex, because that's over. It's supposed to be over, right? Allegedly over, you vouch that it's over, that chapter's closed. So, to not be able to fully detach and have to kind of stalk and like everything, you just made the significant other pop. Like, damn, I love them already, but you making it, they must be a very valued product. Because if you have time for that, I don't know. My bad, Quan. Like, I don't really got it for this. I feel like I wouldn't even give it any energy. I wouldn't give a fuck about it. Let them be great and continue to like every fucking thing. Fuck it, get them numbers up. Now, I don't know if I can separate it man to female, meaning, okay, so that's the guy's aspect, obviously the side I'm on. So if my lady has an ex that's liking everything, like I said, I'm giving it the energy I just spoke on, like no energy, really, I don't really care. But vice versa, female liking my shit, an ex liking all of my shit, it may look crazy. But then, the way I can shut this whole shit down is a solid foundation and trust, with no one's being a bozo. Everybody is on the same game plan. No one's stepping out. No one's doing scummy. So that's why my energy for this is like, because if you're doing what you're doing the right way and it's all about y'all, this shit is minute. This shit is minute. Let them like. I think with guys, though, we kind of, the way the relationship ended, I mean, a lot of guys I don't really know or vouch. I'm not cool with my ex like that we go back and forth likes and shit like that. And maybe that's not a good thing. Or maybe that makes me look a certain way, but I don't even have that. So it really couldn't be my situation. And I don't know how many guys could say the same. Now, women could say, you know, they have an ex and it didn't end bad, it just ain't work out. Like, they're not at each other's throats about it. So, are they still able to follow them and be able to see their shit? What do you want me to say? You want me to say that's inappropriate? It's not. It's a security thing. It's a confidence thing. It's I know I'm the shit, and I put in work, and you got the best you gonna get with me. So you go ahead and fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a little cocky. So it's like, things that might bother some, you shouldn't really let it bother you. Again, social media should not determine relationships. Almost never. Almost. There's some wild shit, you know, if you care to comment and reach out to me, you could probably give me scenarios where it did. I'm saying it shouldn't. So, I don't really know how to go at this much deeper than that. It doesn't matter if you're being solid and 100. So these likes and shit could go on. Like I said, comments are different. So let's say, for argument's sake, it's both sides. So my ex still follows me, and my significant other ex still follows her. Both of them are liking. It don't matter. You know, I think it's trouble when there's already trouble. Things that's little like this or shouldn't matter, it just adds fuel to a already lit fire. So if you already got some shaky shit going on, or is there any kind of issues brewing, then yes, this can add to that. Or if you've done shit that was sus, and now you have this to add to it. It's all the same shit. So look, here's the best breakdown. If you have a clean record in your current situation, as clean as it's gonna be, this should not affect it. Do not let this affect it. I don't give a fuck what. If your record is clean, both people, both parties involved in this relationship, whoever it's happening to, if you're the person that's getting all the likes, or if your partner's witnessing all of this, it should, do not let it affect you. If your record is clean, both sides. If your record's a little tainted, if you have a little issues, you've done stuff you've been forgiven for, this may not be that easy to let go. I get that. It still shouldn't be the determining factor though. Again, if it's spiteful, I don't know how you really could tell the difference between if somebody's being spiteful or flirtatious. I think that's a combination of both in that activity. If you're doing that, it's a little of both for me. So that's the best I could give, because yeah, if your record is good and y'all rolling, that shouldn't affect it. It really shouldn't. If y'all shaky, it could affect it, but you can work on it to get past it. Things like you probably gotta block the person or whatever, then it is what it is. It shouldn't have to get to that, but you may have to consider that. The person has to get blocked, cut ties all the way. Now, if you have kids with this person, I don't know, you can't really cut ties all the way. But you can clip the social media shit and y'all just talk on the fucking regular text like back in the fucking day before there was even a social media to talk about. So, that's about it for that. And you keep a mental note, because I can see now I think about it a little more. If that was happening for real, I would probably laugh like, look at this silly nigga, man. Look at this individual here. They need Jesus. They need a hobby. They need somebody to love them. Because now let's dissect this more. So if they're doing that, an ex is doing that to your significant other, how does the ex's partner, if they have one, how do they feel about that? So you can involve some people, but I still feel it should be the same vote. But it can't be, because now look, check this out. If the ex has a new person in their life, and the new person gets wind of this, I don't know. This shit is difficult, man. This one, I need help, y'all. What's up? But I'm gonna say, I'm just a positive. I have a positive vibe thinking that everybody's shit is solid. Because if everybody's shit is solid, you'd say, why do the person have time to be even doing this? But if they shit is solid, that they, even the ex's new lover, new whoever, shouldn't have an issue either. It's all about what actions follow. A click, a like is not an action. Not enough to worry. I said comments is something else, but I'm not even getting into the comment thing, because we know how that play. So now, if they're liking everything and now the comments come, emojis, heart emojis, and the heart and the eyes emojis, the you know, all the type of emojis that may be deemed inappropriate by your partner if they see that you're giving somebody that love. It's still like, to me, like, oh my God. But if you use actual words, are you leaving comments under the post or are you DMing? Now, whatever's in that DM is a whole nother story, because DMs, because it's private, can get really nasty. So now if you add that aspect to this question, it's a totally different shit. But how the fuck you gonna know unless you're taking over people's device and really going that hand? And I feel like when you get to that point, that is toxic and it ain't no good no way. You need to just stop yourself in the midst of attempting to do that and say, this is not for me. Really. Shouldn't get to that. That is some, question marks, red flags like a motherfucker. So if we get to that aspect, then this shit is going out of hand. But just keeping it simplistic in the whole, just the likes or an emoji comment, whatever. Go ahead, praise what you used to have. You ain't have no shit like that since, huh? You will not have shit like that ever again. So you can't let go. Go ahead, reminisce. Keep giving props to it. Let us know how fire that shit was. Keep going. No doubt. Good looking. I agree. I'm with that every night now. You fucked up. Gotta eat that. So yeah, if you got that type of confidence and you know that, your best foot's forward, don't worry about that shit, man. That shit ain't nothing, man. That shit ain't about nothing. Just let them praise your queen from afar. or praise your king from afar. You hear me? There's a lot more shit need to be done and worried about than that shit. You know what I'm saying? People trying to excel, be better as one, as a unit. Maybe they gotta move. Maybe they trying to get this house when to move. Maybe they just trying to get their vehicles squared. The commute back and forth to work, the bills, the kids. They ain't got no motherfucking time for no petty ass, oh, this motherfucker. I get it. Like I said, if you're a daily social media person, you go on there, you're scrolling, you're looking at your news feed, and you just come across this shit, no doubt. But I say give it a chuckle and keep it stepping. Shit just don't phase real motherfuckers no more. Once you went through some shit and you getting up there a little bit, shit don't phase you no more. And you built solid and motherfuckers is not feeling that you able to shrug shit off. And it's real hard to rattle my feathers today. It really is. And I'm proud of that. Because you're giving fucking energy to dead situations. Speaking on that, before I get out of here real quick. So that's the topic for Quan. Easy to block captain. Lord. Boy, he's on the come up. New names out there in battle rap. Shout out to Smack, URL TV, Caffeine, and all of that. I'm not getting paid for this promo. So, I seen a few. It didn't take the recent battle. There was a recent one over the weekend, and Easy to block captain versus Verb. Verb, I need a whole nother pod for this. Yo, Verb did so much. He is definitely a name in battle rap. Like, there's no question about that. He put in the work. My thing is, I don't know if this was just always his wordplay and we overlooked it, or is he getting a little lazy? Because he doesn't give me... That's my preference, my opinion. It's not to slight him. I swear, I gave the flowers. You know what I'm saying? But just a whole round of him has never been that, like, ground shaking for me. Like, the entire round of his, he has his lines. He has his moments. But anyway, it's a whole thing. Verb, come on. Don't put all this work in. Get all the way here. Yo, do something. Reset. Something. Do something. Or maybe this was just always you. But I still respect where you at. As far as how you got there, I respect it. So, back to Easy. Yo, this kid right here, Lord, there's so many lines in that shit. I don't know when Smack's gonna drop the battle. Smack, what's up with you? You have all these battles, and how do you know when to drop what? But there's some shits that should have been out by now. Where is Surf versus John John? Where's that at? This Caffeine app shit, I hear y'all going through there, and I guess that's how you gotta see it, or no. Use your YouTube. That's what you started off of. YouTube is still the dopest platform for visuals to me. What is it? World Star's the only other place? Where is that battle? Where is K-Shine versus Pat Stay? And that's not even one that's like at the top of my list. I'm just showing you ones that I've seen when y'all did it, and I haven't seen it since. Where are these battles? But that's y'all. Do y'all on that. But anyway, the line I want to close out with before I get out of here. Easy to block captain. I do believe in zombies. Because there's people that's still here, but they dead to me. You don't understand how hard that hit for me. Wow. Shout for that line right there. Continue to work. I see you. I liked a lot of up and comers. Real Sick, he's nice. Geechee Gotti's not considered new anymore. He's fucking dope. That might be... Chess is still climbing. I feel where you going with it. And a few others, man. But yeah. Let's not worry about the petty things. Let social media not affect your actual day-to-day. If possible. Because again, it's only for entertainment purposes. If it becomes anything else, you may need to step away for a minute. Because it really shouldn't take you there. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It is not real. And if you are, you should know and be able to separate social media from yourself. If you're real, you're nothing like social media, because social media is not real. Y'all be safe. Till the next time. I'll holla.